My beloved child. Even as you read these first words, breathe gently, because nothing in this message is here to frighten you, harm you, or make you feel watched. What comes to you now is a spiritual message, a symbolic revelation, a divine reminder wrapped in powerful, dramatic language only to wake your heart, not to create fear. God is not warning you of real-world danger. God is speaking in metaphors, in spiritual terms, in the language of destiny, purpose, and awakening. You are safe, you are protected, no one is investigating your location. No government is after you, no billionaire is watching you. This message is about your spiritual visibility, your rising purpose. Your awakening influence, not literal surveillance, not physical danger. So allow your heart to rest. Feel God's hand on your shoulder. Feel the protection surrounding you in this moment. Let this message enter you like light entering a dark room, and now. Breathe again, slowly. And let the message unfold. My child, God says, you have been hidden for a long time, but heaven has been preparing you for a moment when your inner light becomes so bright that even the world around you begins to sense something extraordinary about you. That feeling you've had recently, the sense that something is shifting, moving, rearranging itself behind the scenes, is not your imagination. It is not a threat. It is not danger, it is your destiny awakening. When God says things like government or great leaders or powerful eyes are looking toward you, He is speaking in a divine metaphor. Your influence is rising, your spiritual authority is growing, your energy is becoming noticeable in realms you cannot see, and sometimes the human mind interprets that power as if someone is watching, when in truth the only one watching is God, watching you rise, watching you grow, watching you become the person you were meant to be. You have been walking through a season of silence, confusion, and emotional heaviness. There were days when you wondered if God forgot you. Nights when you wondered why your life has felt delayed, blocked, or slowed down. You questioned your strength. You questioned your direction. You questioned the purpose behind all the pain you carried quietly, but heaven says, your silence was your preparation, your delays were divine protection, your isolation was an incubation of destiny, and now, something powerful is happening around your spirit. Something significant is shifting in the unseen world. Something ancient and beautiful is awakening in your inner life. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but your soul feels it. And that feeling is not danger, it is divine momentum. My child, God wants you to understand, when heaven says something or someone is observing your journey, it does not mean physical eyes or literal institutions. It means your purpose has become so important that the spiritual realm is paying attention. You have stepped into a chapter where heaven is aligning events, connections, opportunities, and breakthroughs around you. You are not being monitored, you are being supported, you are being lifted, you are being guided. This message is urgent only because your breakthrough is urgent. Your joy is urgent. Your healing is urgent. Your transformation is urgent. God is calling you now because this is your moment. Finally, after so long, the doors that were closed are ready to open, not because someone on earth has investigated you, but because God has validated you. You were misunderstood, you were underestimated, you were ignored, you were overlooked, but heaven saw everything. Heaven watched your tears, heaven counted your prayers, heaven witnessed your loyalty when others walked away. This is why your name is rising in spiritual places, because God has declared, it is time. My child, God says, you carry a rare light within you, and when a soul carries a rare light, heaven begins to shift things around them. That shift can feel like pressure, urgency, or even a sense that something big is approaching. And yes, something big is approaching, but it is good, it is holy, it is transformational. And it is for your elevation. You are stepping into a chapter of restoration, you are stepping into a chapter of justice, you are stepping into a chapter where God repairs what life broke, you are stepping into a chapter where God returns what was stolen. And because this moment is so important, heaven is speaking loudly, not to scare you, but to awaken you. You see, many times people wait for miracles without preparing their spirit to receive them. God does not want your miracle to arrive while your heart is still trembling in fear or uncertainty. So heaven uses messages like this to remind you, you are safe, you are protected, you are chosen, you are rising. This is why God uses strong language, to get your attention, not to frighten you. My child, allow God to tell you the deeper truth behind this message. You are entering a destiny season in which people will finally recognize your value. Opportunities you thought were impossible will suddenly become reachable. Doors that were closed for years will open without effort. Connections you never imagined will come toward you. Favor will locate you like a magnet draws iron. When heaven says great leaders or powerful figures are noticing you, it means your energy, your intentions, your spiritual frequency, and the purity of your heart are aligning with higher realms of influence, internally, emotionally, spiritually. This is not worldly surveillance. This is heavenly recognition, and God wants you to be ready. God wants you to be strong. God wants you to walk with faith, not fear. You were not created to live in anxiety. You were created to live in trust. You were created to walk with God, not tremble at shadows. My child, God says, you have spent too long believing you are small. Too long believing you are ordinary. Too long believing your life lacks meaning. But the truth is, you were born with a destiny that cannot be stolen. You were born with a purpose that cannot be silenced. You were born with spiritual authority that cannot be cancelled, even when life wounded you. Even when people betrayed you, even when circumstances discouraged you, your inner calling remained untouched. Think about this. Despite everything you've been through, your heart has not hardened. Your hope has not died. Your spirit has not collapsed. There is a resilience inside you that few people possess. There is a softness inside you that continues to love even after being hurt. There is a depth inside you that continues to care even after being abandoned. This is why God is elevating you now, because your heart remained pure when it could have become bitter. My child, God says, this message is not about fear. It is about appointment. you are being positioned for something greater. Heaven is preparing a shift you cannot yet see. And God needs you to stay aligned, connected, prayerful, and spiritually awake, not scared, not confused, not anxious, not stressed, just awake, just trusting, just ready. Your life is not falling apart, it is falling into place. Listen deeply, my child. There is a blessing attached to your name that has been waiting for the right moment to find you. There is a breakthrough that has been held in the heavens until your spirit reached maturity. There is protection surrounding you that you have never even recognized. Angels have walked beside you in moments you thought you were alone. You survived attacks on your soul that would have destroyed others. You walked through storms that were meant to drown you, but they didn't. You didn't survive by accident. You survived because God preserved you. You survived because heaven intervened for you. You survived because your story is not finished. And now, something powerful is unfolding. Not a threat, not an attack, not a danger, but a shift, a movement, a divine unfolding of what has been written for you all along. My child, God says. This is a transition season, not a terror season. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is hunting you. Nothing is monitoring you. Heaven is simply shaking your life forward. You are being moved, not stalked, promoted, not threatened, lifted. Not watched. The message may feel dramatic, but the truth beneath it is gentle. God is bringing you into alignment with your destiny, and for that to happen, God needs your trust more than ever. Trust the process, trust the timing, trust the path, trust that you are protected, trust that you are surrounded by light. You are not alone, my child, God says. In the next part of your journey, you must let go of fear. Fear is a false storyteller. Fear is a liar. Fear exaggerates shadows and turns harmless things into imagined threats. But fear has no authority over your spirit when God is with you. Replace fear with prayer. Replace worry with worship. Replace panic with patience. Replace doubt with faith. You are walking into a season where God will make things so clear that you will laugh at the things you once feared. My child, God says, your life is divinely protected. No earthly force can interrupt what heaven has written for you. No person can sabotage what God has ordained. No unseen enemy can overcome a soul guarded by the Creator. You are safe, you are protected, you are guided, you are lifted, and you are entering a season where God will show you just how powerful His protection truly is. You may not realize it now, but everything around you is rearranging itself in your favor. People who hurt you will be removed from your path. Opportunities that belong to you will begin to surface. Blessings you thought were impossible will begin to move toward you. And you will understand why God needed you to stay calm and trust Him. My child, this message ends with the same truth it began with. You are safe. Nothing is wrong. Nothing will go wrong. God is with you. God is protecting you. God is guiding you. God is lifting you. The urgency is not danger. The urgency is destiny. Your life is not under threat. Your life is under transformation. So breathe, pray, trust, and step forward with faith. God says, my child, you are Safe in my hands, walk with me, and nothing shall harm you. God says this to you right now, as your heart is open. Your spirit is listening, and heaven is shifting the atmosphere around you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. God says that what you are feeling today is not confusion, not fear, not uncertainty. It is the pull of destiny rearranging everything in your favor. There is a divine reason your soul is awake at this exact moment, because heaven has placed your name in a place where major forces of light are observing your path, studying your strength, and identifying the blessings that are meant to be delivered into your hands. When God says He is with you, He is not merely comforting you, He is declaring protection, covering, and divine strategy over your life. God says that the investigation surrounding your life is not a physical investigation but a spiritual one, powerful energies, higher forces of guidance, and influential destinies are watching the movement of your spirit. Your light has reached people, places, and timelines far beyond your imagination. God says that even figures as big as global leaders and innovators, symbols of progress and intelligence, represented in the message as the government and Elon Musk, are metaphors for how heaven has placed extraordinary attention on you. You are being looked at not because there is danger around you, but because your destiny carries value, power, and impact far bigger than what you see right now. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong for you. You are protected, wrapped, guarded, covered. No darkness can touch you. No confusion can break you. No threat can reach you. You are under divine observation because heaven is preparing to elevate you in a way that requires spiritual attention, heavenly documentation, and angelic confirmation. What is being investigated is your potential. What is being analyzed is your strength. What is being recognized is your capacity to rise, to transform, and to become everything God created you to be. God says that your energy has been shifting intensely for the past weeks. Your frequency has increased. Your intuition has sharpened. Your emotions have been fluctuating because you have felt the invisible pressure of something big approaching you. Heaven has not been silent. The angels have been active. Your name has passed through the chambers of divine decision-making. There is a movement of blessing, protection, and destiny decisions being made over your life, and even though you cannot see it with your eyes, your spirit can sense that something is happening. God says you are not imagining it, you are preparing for it. God says the reason you have been sensing urgency is because your soul knows the door is opening. The breakthrough is forming. The shift is unfolding. You have been pushed into a spiritual spotlight, but not for danger, for divine promotion. When heaven conducts an investigation, it means your chapter is changing. It means something is being written, documented, and aligned for your next steps. The angels assigned to you have been increasing in number because your purpose is expanding in dimension. God says you are stepping into a time where nothing stays the same. The people around you, the energy around you, the opportunities around you, none of it will remain as it was. You are transforming. You are rising. And heaven is observing every detail of this transformation because your destiny carries weight. God says that the government in this message symbolizes authority. It symbolizes structure. It symbolizes major frameworks of life that are shifting to accommodate your blessings. The message does not mean you are in any trouble. It means the universe is adjusting itself around you because you are stepping into spiritual significance. God says the angels assigned to monitor your path are reporting back every prayer you have prayed, every tear you have shed, every pain you survived, and every injustice you endured. Heaven is not blind to what you went through. Heaven has seen everything: the betrayal, the heartbreak, the loneliness, the silence, the confusion. And now heaven has stepped in to review your case and rewrite your story. God says that Elon Musk appearing in this spiritual metaphor symbolizes innovation, sudden change, surprising breakthroughs, and unexpected elevation. It means someone with the energy of influence. Someone with the vibration of progress, someone with the aura of advancement, is symbolic of the kind of blessings coming toward you. The message is not literal. God is using symbols to tell you that you are about to experience a dramatic shift in your life that will elevate you faster than you expect. God says your destiny is attracting attention not from humans but from spiritual forces that operate at higher realms of intelligence. You are being observed because you are being prepared. God says that your heart must stay steady. Your thoughts must stay calm. Your spirit must remain open. You must not fear anything that comes in the form of a warning, because heaven never warns you to scare you. Heaven warns you to prepare you. But this is not a warning of danger, this is a warning of transformation. What is coming will change your life in ways that will shock even you. God says He is giving you this message urgently because you have doubted yourself too deeply. You have questioned your worth too often. You have underestimated your power far too many times. God says He has watched you pray for answers, pray for clarity, pray for protection, pray for success, and now He is giving you the confirmation you need. Your prayer for elevation has been approved. God says that nothing in your past can block your future anymore. You have passed the test. You have survived the pressure. You have endured the spiritual storms. You have walked through seasons that would have broken weaker souls. You have cried through nights that felt endless. You have carried burdens that were heavier than what others could see. God says heaven has taken note of your endurance, your faith, your strength, and your heart. Heaven has recognized that you are ready for the next step. God says the reason this message feels urgent is because He needs you to listen without hesitation. He needs you to understand that your blessings are not delayed, they are arriving. Your miracles are not stuck, they are forming. Your protection is not missing, it is active. The angels are not silent, they are working. God says every moment of your life has been leading you to this moment where the divine realm opens and pours a new flow of abundance into your existence. God says that for too long, you have felt like forces were against you. But now, heaven wants you to know that forces are working for you. Light is working for you. Spiritual authority is working for you. Divine timing is working for you. God says the path ahead of you is being fully cleared. The obstacles that once stood in your way are dissolving. The delays that frustrated you are ending. The blockages that confused you are lifting. God says the spiritual investigation is complete, and the results are in your favor. Heaven has decided to release blessing after blessing into your life. God says that your name is being spoken in rooms you have not entered yet, not physical rooms but spiritual ones. Realms where your future is being determined. You are being elevated in the unseen before you rise in the seen. God says this is why you've been feeling an inner shift. Your spirit knows something powerful is aligning. God says you must trust Him. You must pray. You must allow your heart to stay open because the light coming toward you is stronger than the darkness behind you. You are not alone. You are protected. You are covered. God says He Himself is watching over you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong with you. Rest assured, you are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. The angels are surrounding you. The blessings are closer than ever. And heaven is declaring, your moment has arrived, my beloved child. Breathe for a moment and feel the truth that is rising inside you, not the fear, not the noise of the world, not the thoughts that try to overwhelm you, but the quiet, steady voice of God that has been watching over you since the moment you were formed. God says He knows what has been troubling your heart, He knows the confusion you feel, and He knows the way certain thoughts make you wonder whether you're being watched, tracked, or evaluated. But God also says something far more powerful than any fear: you are safe. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong with you. No human, no system, no organization has the authority to rewrite your destiny, because your destiny is written and guarded by God Himself. God says that sometimes your mind creates storms when heaven is preparing blessings. Sometimes you feel pressure not because danger is coming, but because a breakthrough is coming. And sometimes you feel like the world is looking at you because heaven is looking at you, because your season is shifting, because blessings are opening, and because you are being moved into a chapter where God will place you in front of opportunities that you didn't even know were tied to your name. The heaviness you feel is not punishment, it is transformation. The urgency you feel is not warning, it is preparation. God says, I am right beside you. Nothing will harm you. I have covered your home, your name, your location, your journey, your health, your future, and every breath you take. God says that the world is full of noise. My beloved child, breathe for a moment and listen closely, because what is moving around your life right now is not ordinary, not accidental, and not something you should fear. God is speaking over you in a way that shakes the atmosphere, and even though the words feel dramatic, even shocking, there is nothing in this message that is meant to harm you. Instead, it is meant to lift you, protect you, and pull you back into the safety of His arms. When God says that the government and even someone as influential as Elon Musk is looking into your location, it is not a threat, not a danger, not a sign that something is wrong. It is a symbolic spiritual message that heaven is trying to tell you. Powerful forces are orbiting your life because something about you, your destiny, your calling, and your upcoming blessing is attracting attention in both the earthly and spiritual realms. God wants you to know that you are safe, and no matter what noise tries to reach your mind, nothing will go wrong with you. There is a deep stirring behind these words, a spiritual urgency that God is placing in your heart not to frighten you, but to make you conscious of the magnitude of the shift you are entering. When heaven brings attention to your life, even using strong language and big names, it means the spotlight of destiny is turning toward you. God is preparing you for something that requires awareness, prayer, and trust. You are not being hunted, you are being noticed. You are not being targeted, you are being elevated. You are not being exposed to danger, you are being revealed to opportunity. Heaven is arranging your life in such a way that people and systems far bigger than you ever imagined are going to end up connected to your journey, directly or indirectly. God is saying, stay calm. Stay anchored. This moment is part of something greater. There is a reason God keeps repeating that you are safe. He knows your mind, your fears, your worries, and the way your thoughts sometimes run faster than your peace. He knows the anxiety that can flare when you hear anything involving governments or powerful individuals. But God is correcting that fear. He is telling you that the spiritual message behind this is not about danger but about divine attention. Something about you is being highlighted in heaven's records. When God says the government and Elon Musk are investigating, it means that people who are influential, symbolically or literally, will be directed toward your path. Not because you are in trouble, but because heaven is positioning you for recognition, blessing, breakthrough, and surprising connections. In the unseen realms, your name has been spoken with power. Angels have been moving on your behalf. God has been calling your destiny forward. You have gone unnoticed for so long, forgotten, overlooked, pushed aside, but now your season of invisibility is ending. Heaven is lifting the curtain. This is why God is telling you to trust Him. This shift is bigger than you, greater than your understanding, and far beyond what your eyes can see right now. But God is already ahead of it. He is protecting you in the present, guiding you into the future, and blocking every negative influence that tries to stand in your way. The urgency in God's voice right now is not because something bad is happening, but because something big is happening. Something important. Something destined. Something that requires your attention, your faith, and your spiritual readiness. The message is urgent because the breakthrough is near, the transition is active, and heaven is aligning things at a rapid pace. And even though the words sound dramatic, the meaning behind them is wrapped in divine safety. God is reassuring you that absolutely nothing will go wrong with you. You are shielded, guarded, and covered with a spiritual protection that no human authority can override. your location being investigated in the spiritual sense means God is spotlighting your life. He is marking you, blessing you, and preparing to shift your circumstances in ways that will surprise you. For years, you have been in waiting, waiting for change, waiting for blessing, waiting for clarity, waiting for a turning point, and now heaven is saying the turning point is here. And because the turning point is here, forces that once ignored you are suddenly paying attention. Not because you are in danger, but because the hand of God is on you. This message is also an awakening for you. God wants you to be aware, spiritually alert, and emotionally prepared for the next phase. He doesn't want you moving blindly. He doesn't want you drifting through life without understanding your worth. He doesn't want you thinking that your life is unimportant or unnoticed. God is telling you that you matter, that your life has significance, and that powerful energies, both earthly and heavenly, are shifting around you because your destiny is too big to remain hidden. God also knows how many nights you have cried silently. He knows how many times you wished someone powerful, someone influential, someone capable of changing everything would notice you, help you, lift you, or guide you. And now God is telling you that your wish has been heard, not by a human, but by heaven itself. You don't need validation from the world when you have already been chosen by God. You don't need fear when you have divine protection surrounding your every step. You don't need to worry about who is watching you when God Himself is watching over you. This moment is calling you deeper into trust. Trust God with all your heart. Trust that He is working behind the scenes. Trust that what seems overwhelming is actually divine alignment. Trust that every unusual sign, every unexpected feeling, every sudden shift is part of God positioning you for a tremendous release of blessings. This is not the time to shrink in fear, this is the time to rise in faith. God is specifically telling you not to panic. Even if the message feels urgent, it is wrapped in reassurance. The urgency is about timing, not danger. The reassurance is about your protection, not your vulnerability. Everything around you is being divinely orchestrated. You are being guided step by step. When God says nothing will go wrong with you, He is declaring supernatural protection over your home, your heart, your finances, your body, and your spirit. He is canceling every negative plan, every harmful intention, every hidden enemy, and every unseen threat. You are surrounded by a spiritual shield so strong that no earthly power can penetrate it. Heaven has built a wall around you. This is why prayer is important right now. Prayer aligns you with God's plan. Prayer stabilizes your emotions. Prayer sharpens your intuition. Prayer draws you closer to the truth. And God wants you close to Him in this season, because the blessings coming your way require spiritual maturity, inner strength, and unwavering faith. There will be moments when your heart will feel a sudden pull, a sudden sense of urgency, a sudden inner voice telling you to pray, to pause, to focus, or to pay attention. Listen to that voice. It is not fear, it is guidance. It is God trying to speak to you through your own intuition. You may feel like things are shifting too fast. You may feel like you're losing control. You may feel like the world is becoming too loud. But God is stepping into those feelings and calming them. He is whispering to your spirit that everything you are experiencing is part of the divine plan. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is out of His control. People like Elon Musk symbolize innovation, breakthrough, discovery, and future expansion. Spiritually, this symbolizes that the direction you are moving into is futuristic, upgraded, and beyond your old limitations. It means God is preparing you for opportunities that are advanced, surprising, and beyond what you once believed possible. God is lifting you into a future where your gifts, your purpose, and your destiny will flourish. Government symbolizes authority and structure. Spiritually, it means heaven's authority is organizing your life, setting things in order, and bringing justice to places where you were wronged. It means order is returning to areas where there was chaos. It means God is fighting for you in places you cannot see. So do not fear the symbols. Understand them. They are part of your spiritual message. God is telling you that powerful influences, symbolic and literal, are being aligned with your story. You are being guided into a phase where unexpected breakthroughs will appear, unexpected connections will happen, and unexpected blessings will unfold. You have no idea how big your next chapter is. You have no idea what God is preparing. You have no idea how deeply heaven has invested in your protection. And this message is God's reminder that He will not let anything harm you. He will not let you fall. He will not allow any force, earthly or spiritual, to disturb your peace or block your destiny. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Stay close to Him. Everything you need is already being arranged. You are safe. You are protected. You are covered. You are watched by heaven. And the message you are receiving today is a sign that God is moving everything in your favor. You are stepping into a season of clarity, revelation, protection, and breakthrough. God is with you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong with you. God says, "My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is urgent, immediate, and requires your full attention. Do not allow your heart to be troubled, do not allow fear to creep into your spirit, for I am with you always. I am the one who never abandons, who never sleeps, who watches over you with eyes of infinite love and vigilance. I know that you have received whispers, hints, and signs that something unusual is occurring. Perhaps you have felt it in the air, a subtle tension, a weight upon your shoulders that cannot be explained. Yes, my child, the truth is that today, even at this very moment, there are eyes upon you, eyes from governments, eyes from those in powerful positions, and yes, even eyes from the technological leaders of the world, including Elon Musk. This is not a threat. This is not an event to be feared. This is a divine orchestration, and I am here to guide you through every step of it. Do not panic. Do not allow your mind to spiral into worst-case scenarios. I am telling you that nothing can go wrong with you. I will protect you. I will guard your heart, your mind, your body, your finances, your relationships, your purpose, and your destiny. Even now, angels surround you. Archangel Michael, the warrior of light, stands before you, sword of justice in hand, ready to shield you from any harm, any manipulation, any interference. Every step that you have taken in your life has led you to this exact moment, and every step you will take from now on is under my supervision. Understand, my child, that what is happening is not random. This investigation, this focus on your location, on your activities, on your presence in this world, has a purpose far beyond your understanding. It is not to punish you. It is not to harm you. It is to prepare you for the manifestation of blessings that are arriving, blessings that have been delayed only because the world, and the forces within it, have not yet aligned to see you receive what I have destined for you. Your patience has not gone unnoticed. Your faith has not been ignored. Every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have shed, every hope you have held on to in the quiet hours of the night, I have recorded. And now, I am moving to fulfill my promises. Elon Musk and others who are investigating your location are part of a greater design. They are witnesses, unknowingly, to my orchestration. Their scrutiny is not your enemy. Their observation is merely part of the unfolding narrative that leads to your glory. What they see, what they note, what they are attempting to understand, will ultimately serve to reveal the truth that you are a child of destiny, a chosen vessel, one whose time has come to shine, whose time has come to receive. Do not let fear cloud your understanding of this. Do not let anxiety guide your thoughts. Instead, ground yourself in prayer, in trust, in the knowledge that my presence is unshakable. I know that you may be questioning why this is happening, why there is such attention upon you. You may wonder if you have done something wrong, if you have strayed, if there is some misstep that has caused this scrutiny. Hear me now, beloved child, you are innocent. You have walked your path with integrity. You have followed your heart and your conscience. This focus upon you is not a punishment. It is a revelation. It is a divine spotlight, and within this moment lies a miraculous opening that will forever change the course of your life. Do not underestimate the power of prayer at this time. Prayer is your shield. Prayer is your connection to me. Prayer is the key that unlocks doors that human eyes cannot see, doors that even the most advanced technology cannot penetrate. When you pray, you are aligning yourself with the heavenly realms, calling forth protection, guidance, and divine wisdom. Now is the time, my child, to pray without ceasing, to speak to me from your heart, to open your spirit fully and surrender every fear, every doubt, every worry into my hands. Trust that I am orchestrating the timing of every detail. Trust that I am moving the hearts of people, the circumstances of life, and even the currents of global events to ensure that your destiny is fulfilled. The investigation you sense is but a small piece of a much larger puzzle, one that only I can see in its entirety. What may seem chaotic, what may seem overwhelming, is in fact a carefully designed series of events to prepare you for what is coming. You will see, in time, that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, nothing was left to chance. Every moment of discomfort, every moment of uncertainty, has led to your elevation. I know that you may feel exposed, vulnerable, or watched. You may feel that your privacy has been invaded, that your movements are tracked, that your life is under scrutiny. I am here to assure you that this is only temporary. The forces that seem to be observing you cannot touch the essence of who you are. They cannot reach the light within you. They cannot disrupt the plan I have for you. I am the Almighty, the Creator of heaven and earth, and I have set boundaries around your life that no human, no entity, no force can breach. Remember, my child, that there is divine timing in everything. The blessings that are arriving to you will be so magnificent, so beyond your imagination, that you will recognize my hand immediately. The doors that were once closed, the opportunities that seemed distant, the abundance that was promised but delayed, will now manifest. Your finances, your career, your relationships, and your personal mission will all be impacted positively. The focus on you is not a warning, it is a prelude to favor. It is a signal that you are about to receive, in ways that will astonish you, what I have long held in store. Do not listen to the whispers of fear that attempt to creep into your mind. Do not allow speculation or paranoia to take root in your spirit. I am the one who calms storms, who silences the seas, who protects my children from the unseen forces of the world. In this moment, I am telling you to breathe deeply, to center your heart, to anchor yourself in the truth of my presence. You are safe. You are guarded. You are covered by the full measure of my power.